Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday before Easter. Oh my goodness, one more Saturday. One more Saturday left, right? This Saturday, next Saturday. One more Saturday left of the month. And I'm so excited to be able to talk about this book with everybody. I've been recommending this book to a lot of people in different fields and different places, and I know it's hard to manage it with Audible and the book. So hopefully you guys were able to manage it. But this chapter, I mean, this is the meat and potatoes, in my opinion, of what we're doing. You can have the vision and you can have the passion, but if you're not doing the action, then your business isn't going to go anywhere. And to the way she talks about it, and it's just about the fear, and it's about just doing the do, and we know this, and I know things hold us back, and we're just it's tough sometimes. I mean, it can be tough sometimes. And a story that I kind of talked about on Real Believers that I wanted to share about me personally was I finally got one of my friends to buy Youth Factor. And I have to share this story with you because I can only imagine if I was a baby brand partner and this was happening, how it would have taken me down. But being in the business, as long as I've been in the business and all the personal development, it made a difference. So my friend, Cynthia, I've known her since second grade. I am the godmother to her godchildren, so you would think she trusts me. You would think she believes me and understands, if I'm going to share something, it's something good. So I've been sharing the products and information with her for the entire time. And we went to St. Louis, for our conference. She went to a family fun day. She met all the executives. She was there, just different things have occurred. And throughout this 6 years of being in the business, all I get from her is, oh, you're in one of those things. Oh, with that guy. Oh, you're doing that. And one time I approached her about the business and she's like, oh, no, those are illegal. I wouldn't do anything like that. And I was laughing at her and I was like, what? And I'm like, okay. So when she was here the other day, her and her kids were not feeling so good or whatever. So I just made the Youth Factor. I gave it to them. And sorry for this description, but it literally took her going to the bathroom to throw up to come back out and say to me, you know what? That red stuff didn't come up. I said, what? Yeah, you were right. It absorbed into my body very quickly. I was like, yeah, I know. And so she finally bought a box. I made her buy two, but I gave her a discount. And I said, here, take two, and it's $60 instead of $45. And she was so adamant, I'm not buying it again. And there is, what did she say? There's stevia in it. And I said, there's not stevia in it. And then I told her, put the box down and look at me. I said, Cynthia, do you trust me? Well, yeah. I said, then trust me. I'm not going to give you anything that's bad. And the reason I share this with you is I didn't care if she purchased my product or not, but if I didn't take action to continue to share with her, and I didn't let her take me out of the game, so to say, if I didn't let her comments and her criticisms affect me, I would have, I could have left a long time ago. But a lot of people who get into the business, that happens to them. And it happens to them because their closest family and friends say no. Their closest family and friends criticize them. Their closest family and friends don't understand. And that's why it's so important in the career of being in Neora is having action all the time and not giving up. And, and the only reason and I love how this circle's coming together, because the only reason we continue this action. Yes, she's a medical research background. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, my friend has a molecular scientific biology major or something and research cancer. Just so you know, she's too smart for her own good. Yes, you're right, Laura. Yeah, she's too smart. She's not smart. Anyways, but I love how the vision and the passion. If you don't have that clear set vision, and you don't have that passion from your head to your heart for what we're doing, then you're not going to do action. And and not necessarily you guys, but people who are not doing action, it's because they don't have a clear vision. They don't have that passion. And so think about your teams when you're thinking about this, because we have those people who just don't do enough. And we think, oh, you're just not doing enough. You're just not doing enough. So maybe you have to sit back with them and get that vision for them, help them with their vision. so that they get that passion, so that they do the action. Because if they don't see the future of what can be, then action is not going to happen. So I didn't really give you any quotes on this chapter, but I just like how she talks. And I mean, no one ever failed to achieve their goals because they did the harder thing first instead of laundry. It's true. I get out. I try to get out of my house because I am home and I'm working and my phone's ringing and there's distractions, and then I have to do laundry, or I have to do this. So I try to get out of the house to do work because then I'm that busy body in the house. And I think Terry, you were talking a little bit about this last week. But without vision, action is just busyness. Without passion, it's boring. I just think that this is a good chapter. So I'm going to open it up for everybody to share. So go ahead and unmute yourself. Whoever wants to share. Okay, Sharon, I'm going with you, Sharon, because you're on my screen first. Sorry, Sharon. Go ahead.
Okay, so I could hear you talking to me through this book because I'm one of those people that have to have things in order. I have to plan things out. And I was so excited one time, and I shared with you that, I have my calendar set and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And you shot me down instantly and said, Sharon, busyness isn't what's going to get you there. Just go do it. And I was like, Monica's talking to me. So I learned from that. And then I also learned that action without others is lonely. Mm-hmm. And that's what she says. Action without others is lonely. And this is a journey. So take this journey, enjoy it, have fun with it. When you take it too seriously, I think it starts affecting your mind, and you start making excuses, start coming up with reasons why not to instead of why to. And so, like she says, you just have to take action. What's the worst thing that could happen to you?
Right. Yep.
So that's what I got.
Yeah. Well, and you're right. I forgot about that part. Yeah. That when I read that last night, I was like, oh my God, that is why. Okay. So when you look at what Jeff is creating with Neora, he's creating the perfect company for everybody. He's creating this company that has vision, that has passion, that does it together as a collective group. And I can't imagine doing this business without you guys. Can you imagine if we didn't have this kind of support and we didn't have this group? I mean, and that's what a lot of network marketing companies, they don't have this. And I thought about that and I said, it was something that really hit home when I first started doing this business was, you have to have a group like this. You have to have people on your team who are your friends, who you hang out with. You have to have that collective group to have fun with, to do this business with. Because, example, like Solange, Terry, Robin, we hang out all the time. We talk business, but we have fun too. And we enjoy each other's company and life and this journey. And, we'll talk business and we still enjoy each other. So it's a balance, but I just couldn't imagine doing it without everybody. And you're right. It would be lonely. Like she said, it would be lonely. It would be very lonely in this business. So thank you for reminding me about that. Terry, you want to go next because you're the next one on my screen. Robin, I'll take you next. Go ahead, Terry.
Well, she was talking, we all know the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. But when it comes to action, it was doing the same thing over and over. Like the marathon analogy was amazing. Running the same mile, keep running the same mile back and forth. You're still going to do the same distance, but you're not going to actually progress or get anywhere, move forward. So in this case, Insanity's doing the same thing over and over and expecting to move forward. So we have to have action steps. Sounds a little slight edge to me. I was slight edge all over the place in that chapter or in those chapters.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I like that part. Kind of like, yeah, that's something I really want to bring up.
Okay.
Mention.
All right. Thanks. Okay, Robin, go ahead.
I think my favorite part was when she said, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that makes perfect sense. Because once you're there, you're there. It's about how you get there.
Mhm.
So that was really very powerful for me.
Awesome. Yeah, it's true. And I know I've seen lots of quotes, and I know we've had a lot of leaders, post about that, but it is definitely about the journey, not the destination. And I think, unfortunately, we're wired to just reach the destination. I think we're just wired that way, and we're taught that way. And it's like, okay, you have to finish high school. Okay. Then you have to finish college. Okay. Then you have to get a job. Okay. Then you have to retire after 40 years. Like it's a destination, not a journey. Not, hey, you know what? And I told my mom this the other day. We were driving by, I think, PCC, and they talked about studying abroad. And I said, gosh, I wish I could have gone back to when I was in school and I did that. I wish I could have said, oh, I'm going to do this. But no, I was told I was going to the destination. I wasn't in the journey. And imagine if life was a little different. Now we do that. Now people are encouraged to enjoy the journey, enjoy your life, go here, do that, do this. And it is the journey now post destination.
Enjoy the journey. That
Enjoy
is
the
like
journey.
major, because you spend the majority of your time in the journey.
Yep.
The destination is just when you get there, and then you have another journey.
That's right.
So you have to enjoy the in-betweens,
Mhm.
celebrate your destination, and then go on another journey.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what I got.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm enjoying my journey right now. Aren't you, ladies? I know we all are. We're enjoying our journey. Next week's journey is going to be even more fun.
Heck yeah.
All right, Michelle, your turn.
Hey, I just, hello, everybody. I just listened to I thought I was caught up, but I just did 15 and 16 this morning. The book is great. And like we say, it's stuff we've already know and that we listen to and we think about. And it is about the journey. I do find sometimes when I'm listening to her, I think she goes on a little long with personal stories. And I know that's bad. That's me. But I am so, I've got things to do. And I worked in the neonatal unit for so long that, anyway, I'm just too many life experiences, I guess. But the book is excellent, and I'm enjoying it. It's been a busy week, and that's about all.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm looking forward to next week. Yeah.
I'm glad that it's a busy week. It's a busy week for all of us, which is good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Awesome.
And
Thanks, Michelle.
everybody has to do FaceTime lives. I know not everybody's doing them, but the results you're getting from them, like a patient I had 4 years ago that I haven't thought of in 4 years, she somehow connected, and her son is getting married, so she wants to order she ordered the firm and all this and that. And I hadn't even thought of her in 4 years. It's these FaceTime lives, and that's it.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for that. Yes, I agree. We do need to do more FaceTime lives, right, Kathy Wright? Okay, Kathy Wright, your turn. Your turn, Kathy. You're next. Hold on, hold on. I called Kathy out because she hasn't done one ever. Go ahead, Kathy.
No, that's not true. I did one, and it was so bad I deleted it. I looked at it, I was like, oh no, I can't even do this. But I have to try. And see, that's my big thing is procrastination. And she was talking about that. So I have that is one of my things, and I got to get over it. But I like Terry was talking that action, doing the same thing over and over and expecting to move forward. That whole marathon thing was like, okay, yeah, this journey, the whole 9 yards, I really got to work on that. But I am doing better. I got 3 customers, so I'm happy with all of that. And but that this whole thing about the journey is where it really hit me, because I need to enjoy all that. I need to take those baby steps to move forward a little bit, and I'm doing it, but it's taking me a little time. I'm going to be that person who's been in the business 10 years and finally get on stage, but but I'm okay. I'm good with that. I'm moving forward, and you guys are helping me a lot, so that's a good thing.
Great. Awesome. And I have to tell you that some of you guys who are not on my team, like Kathy, your leaders come to me and thank me for doing this to help you guys, because they see a difference in you. So just so you know, they do come up to me and say that.
And thank you for that. Yeah, because yeah, my leadership is kind of scattered, and the fact that you guys are all closer to me have helped. It really has helped me move my business forward. And I'm there. I'm with you guys. So thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Awesome. You're welcome, of course. Okay, I'm gonna go to Lori. Lori, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I
Okay,
am. Thank you.
good. Go ahead.
Well, first off, I'm really glad to be on the call today because it's so important to be with like minds. And I don't know if I'm exactly where you're all talking about, but I couldn't agree that it's all about the destination. It is not the journey, but the journey teaches us the lessons. And I think what I wanted to share was that most of my mental capacity has been focused on my job lately and around that culture and around that mindset and around that journey. And my business is taking a back seat because I have to focus on my job with the new CEO, and she is extremely demanding. It's the first female and African American. So it's an amazing time historically for our agency, and we're all running around crazy. But what I want to say is that it's really made me focus my mindset and my energies in the direction of my career, not my Neora business. And I haven't liked that because I don't want a job to suck me dry so that I don't have the energy to do my business. But every single time I take action in the direction of my business, I do get a customer. I signed a brand partner recently. You could ask my sister. I've been telling her, she said, well, if you feel all this pressure, don't even have the RP. And I pushed forward and had it. And this woman signed up as a brand partner. So it's so true that our actions, when we focus our actions in the direction of our dreams, along the journey, as she talks about, things will happen. And it's so intentional. And I was sort of like Sharon in the beginning, where I laid everything out, I organized everything, I set everything up. I was so busy doing the planning that I didn't do the activity. And now, because I don't really have the opportunity to do much planning, I just jump in the fire and do the activity when I can. But honestly, guys, I found myself recently telling myself I should be way farther in my business by now. This is 6 years. I'm used to achieving things much quicker than it's taking. Ask my sister. I started to doubt this whole process. I started to say, I got to walk away from all of this. I can't do this because it's taking too long. But then when I get on these calls with you guys, this is where the rubber meets the road. When you're around like-minded people, when you know honestly in your heart that the people that you're around have your best interests at heart. At work, I'm not so certain. But what I do know is that I have to produce and have to perform and give a product. And Terry knows this because Terry's work is very similar, where she has to, it's a tangible accomplishment that keeps her going. I mean, we have a lot of pressures. So I say all that because it's a rough journey. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm a little nervous leaving my job because I've got some deadlines, and I have to work at just walking away and knowing that I'll have a job when I get back. It's that kind of environment. But I gotta then shift, and I'll be with all of you. I'm grateful that the journey is what it is. It's never the destination. The journey is creating and fine-tuning me. It's like a fire. It's fine-tuning me like in metal. I got a customer yesterday. I mean, I just have to focus, and I have the action. It's just about the mental capacity is not available for me when I really, truly want to focus. But today I'm going to do some stuff with my business, and just wanted to share that because it's important that we all understand, some of us are having a rough time, but as soon as I turn my head, like being on the Zoom right now, it makes it all better. So I'm grateful for our family. I'm grateful for our culture. I'm grateful for all of you. And I don't wish anybody what I have to go through during the day at my job, but I'm grateful that I get to go to work, that I get to pay my bills, that I get to live in the house that I have. I'm grateful for that, not that I have to. So that's what I wanted to share. And the journey and the passion is no issue for me, and the action is no issue for me. It's just the brain capacity is small at this time. But I love this book. She's amazing. She's very direct. She's very no nonsense, similar to who I am. And I appreciate this book and what this woman has done to share with us so that we can carry on in our business.
And you know, Lori, I was trying to look in the book for the part, and maybe somebody knows it. There's a part, I think, in this part of chapter we were reading, and you know, she didn't always like what she had to do, meaning going and doing this over here to make this happen. But she knew that the end goal was this. So you may not always like what you have to do at your job, but there's an end to the means to
Right.
end, the end of it. You have to do that because
Yeah.
you have to do that because of your where you are financially, with your house and all. So when you go to work with an attitude of, I'm doing this because my vision and my
Mhm.
passion is stronger than what this is, it makes it easier. You
Absolutely.
walk in with that. I'm good. I don't care what you can say, whatever, anything can bounce off me. It can roll off. It can just go because I've got something over here that you guys don't have. And
that's what has sustained me, is that vision. That is what has sustained me. Honestly, you guys, it's 6.5 years. And again, like I said, I would have expected to myself that I'd have been a national marketing director the first year. So this has been an amazing journey for me because I'm growing in a direction I never have, because it's never taken this long, ever in my life. Ask my sister. It's never taken this long. So my vision has sustained me. And when those people act not so nice at work, yes, I remember the vision. So thank you for that reminder.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And yeah, it's not easy, but it's what you're supposed to be going through, because I don't know what leader told me one time, if you're not where you are in the business yet, it's because you're not supposed to be there yet. You still have growth. You need growth still to be where you need to be. And I agree with that, even with myself. So yeah. Okay. Kathy Preshaw, you're next. Sorry. You want me to do it with your finger? Oh, poor thing.
Good morning.
What happened with your finger?
So I had surgery. I don't know if you guys remember, I had surgery on the other finger and it got all infected and I almost lost it and all that a couple of years ago now. So I had the same surgery on this finger because I have arthritis and it's producing this like bump on my finger that's very painful. It's this like fluid. So they had to go in and debride the bone to like create scar tissue so that the fluid doesn't come out and create this bump. And it's a really long story, but there's the one doctor that fixed this finger from me losing it is the one doctor I wanted to go to, and he retired and now he's back, and so I got the surgery.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, my cat decided in the middle of the night as I was trying to elevate it that it was a toy. I'm like trying to sleep like this and she's jumping up on my finger. So I had to get up and go sleep in my daughter's room and close the door so she couldn't get to me.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So what fun. Anyway, so it's going to make for an interesting trip. I guess I had to do the surgery when I did because that's when the doctor was available.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize, carrying luggage is going to be difficult. All of that stuff is going to be difficult.
Yeah, a little bit.
Taking a shower, I can't get it wet for 2 weeks, so.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so as far as this book, I love I'm a great procrastinator, and so I love the way she was talking about procrastination. Better to start than to procrastinate, and talking about the two different types of procrastinating. Avoidant procrastinators. There we go. Like you put blinders on and you just don't even look at it, and that's so easy to do, especially when action is uncomfortable. And we have to, in our business, we have to move past that uncomfortable and take the action, which I think is so important for us. And then also, people have never achieved their goals and reached their visions because they did the easiest things first. We have to do the hard things. Mm-hmm. It's just the only way to move forward. So that's that.
Yep, I agree. And yeah, I am speaking for everybody, but I think a lot of people have procrastination in their blood. Like, I think that's just something we all have. And I I'm a procrastinator too, and I've had to power over that. It's tough. It's tough when it's just something I don't understand it, but yeah, it's there. It's there. I know. In the beginning, when I first moved into this little place, oh, talk about procrastination. I did everything. My house was perfect. My house was perfectly unpacked before I did my business, and because it was easy. I was like, I need everything organized before. And so I've been there, Sharon. I need everything organized before I can work. Like but like I told Sharon when she was telling, I needed everything, but it wasn't making me money. It wasn't, my business was not, it was expanding. It wasn't growing. And then I realized that. And that's when I was like, okay, that can wait. I got to do this. And that's why I try to get out of the house, because if I sit here, something will pull me over here, or a bird will sing, or I'll hear a squirrel or whatever, and I go somewhere else. So procrastination is something we all have to work on. So thanks, Kathy. Okay, Catherine Acuna, are you available? Maybe. Okay, maybe not. Solange, how about you, Solange?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm sitting here having breakfast with my husband as I
good morning,
to the
husband.
call. And I was just telling him, you see yourself. This book makes me really focus on where we are today and where we were when we started. We could always see ourselves, and we would often talk about where we were going. However, like, I never thought I would be a stay-at-home mom ever in life. But the journey that we took put me there. And it was a hard decision for both of us, not only us, but our families. So, and he said a long time ago, they're not on our journey. They're on our journey with us, but they can't see our end goal. And our goal is to get me retired as a law enforcement officer so that he's here, help raising, our daughters, and whatever we needed to do to ensure their success in life, where we can help them, where our parents couldn't do the things that we were able to do for our kids. And now we're at the next chapter, and now the goals are even bigger, and we're supposed to be enjoying the journey. But this book really puts it in perspective. It's not about it's about the destination and where we're going to end up, but the journey in between has been fabulous. And you can't rush through it. You can't procrastinate. You have to see it, feel it, and make sure you do the things that you need to do to accomplish the goals that's going to make you successful and happy. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yep. And Neora I've been doing this for 5 years now, 14.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, well, it's a little different with the daycare business, because my goal then was to be home with my children while they were in junior high and high school. And I told my husband, when they start college, he should be home with them, because I can't help with no college things. I can't read those books. I can't do any of that stuff. And I don't know, it's just, it's been a beautiful ride.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. And, and I have to, I've known you since day one of the business, and I know you, like everybody, ups and downs and ins and outs and here and there. And that journey has been incredible with you, and I've just been blessed to be able to be a part of that with you. And I can only talk to Solange about that because I've been with her since day one. I was on her welcome call. I was the one who did her welcome call, and she scared me and I was afraid of her. And then I did RPs, and we met, and we became friends, and she's had ups and downs, and just being there by her side. And now, and I know everybody's going for goals, and she's going for her next rank, and she's going for that next rank. So, we met yesterday twice because we had to exchange products for a customer of hers. but we're talking about, okay, where you're at, what do you need? And she's just in it, like in it. I've never seen her laser focus as it is right now. So, well, let's all keep that in our head about her going for her goal. I know at the end, I do want, if anybody's going for goals, I know Sharon is going for her 6 customers to get her PPC, whatever bonus, whichever bonus that is. She's going for her 6 customers. Solange is going for her next rank. I'm going for my next rank, and I'll need all your prayers. Oh, Lori said you scared her too, Solange. So there you go.
Well, you know what? I think in the beginning, like, I think the first couple years, I really didn't have a why. You guys know that. I just did it because I thought I could do it. I knew I could do it. I didn't know how I was going to do it at that point. I just told my husband, I know I can do this. I can make this be a part of our lives. And I'm very passionate about it. I love the product, as you know, and where we're going is fabulous. It's just amazing. But now I see where I want to be with this in my business and how I see myself in 5 years from now. So I think that's why I'm focused. I think I was afraid of the no's. I don't get that. I never got that a lot. And I think I'm not believe it or not, I know I talk a lot, but I've never been like a stage person to talk and walk and all that kind of stuff. But at Bank of America, I was. I didn't want to be that. I didn't think I was that type of person. But at Bank of America, I was responsible for 15,000 employees. And I talked to them in big groups all the time. But I felt like they knew me. I started at the bottom and worked my way up. So they knew me. They loved me from a kid to being a parent. And with you guys, you don't know me from the man in the moon. So it's different being comfortable with everybody, all the newness, and I guess, I don't know, but
well,
it's
and
different.
I think just getting to you, like, I knew your history with Bank of America, and so I've tried to remind you about that. Like, if you did it there, I know you could do that here. But what I think has happened, I think it's the business has gone from your head to your heart. And that was the biggest part with me, is once it goes from your head to your heart, you see the business differently. And so
Right.
you see the business differently, it changes a whole lot of things. So
That's
I
true.
think that's what's happened. So awesome to you. Awesome job. Okay, so I have a couple people that did their, okay, so Robin is going for her 6 customers. And then iPhone, I don't know who iPhone is. It says iPhone. Who's iPhone? It says short-term goal going for my team bonus. Almost there. I don't know who that is, but oh, that's you. Oh, there's you, Kathy. Okay, so you're going for your team bonus, the $200. Awesome. Okay, Anne, your turn. And yep, there she goes.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This part really hit home for me because my procrastination is linked to fear in this area. This was all new to me. I had never done anything like direct sales. I've owned my own business, but I had never done anything like this. And just like Kathy, I have not done a Facebook Live either, Kathy. So I'm with you there. And my biggest thing on that is being like too scared of what everybody would think about it. I know when I first joined and my upline said, announce it on your Facebook page. And I thought, oh my God, my Facebook page. Heck no, I'm not going to tell people on my Facebook page that I'm doing this. And it literally was like, what will they think? And then I thought, well, who cares? It took me a long time to realize, who cares what they think? This is what you're doing. And I'm getting better. My first 2 years, I never posted anything on Facebook. I did a business page. I did an Instagram page that wasn't linked to my personal, just because I didn't want that whole fear of the several friends who already said, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that, or I can't believe you're involved in that. And so I didn't want to put it out for any more of them. I didn't want to solicit more opinions on it. And I'm getting much better at that. I'm really overcoming that. And I'm really trying, somewhere in there, she said, don't let others' opinions put value on your business. And I kept thinking that's so true. Kind of like You know, I kept thinking of the whole Nike thing. Just do it. Just do the action and don't worry about what other people think about what you're doing. Oh, and something else she said, I love the avoid the when and then trap. When I have this, I'll do that. One day or someday is not a real day. You just have to do it. And the confidence in your team has to be greater than doubt. I love the whole thing about, you know, doing it with people, and that as you grow, you need to bring people in to help you grow and get new perspectives and encourage disruption for a new way of doing things. And that's one of the things I love about this group and everything that you guys have all said this morning. It's so good to be able to connect with other people because it helps your own business grow. Sometimes you get stuck or you're kind of stagnant and you're not moving anywhere, but then you hear what other people are doing or just a little tweak that somebody else did that kind of helped you, and you kind of take that on and you see that you start moving again. And I think it's really important to connect with groups like this that keep, you know, catapulting us all. And we just need to just keep moving forward and just do it. Just do the action and don't put so much on what other people are going to think about it. Just do it and don't be so scared. And that's it. And just to all of you, I will miss you so much in Nashville. I am so just killing me that I'm not going, but know that I'll be saying prayers for all of you to have safe travels there, and post lots of pictures because I can't wait to see them.
Thanks. We will miss you too, Anne. And you know, it's interesting because when we talk and when we're talking about all our different books, and like I said to you before, Linda Lindsay encouraged me to do this, and I got to get her on one of our Zooms one of these mornings. But she, you know, I didn't really know her very well in the beginning, and then we became friends, and we went on when we went on the trips, we hung out the whole time on all these trips, and I've gotten to know her at a different level than just you see her on stage. And she's a very wise woman in this industry and in this business. And I say that because she's the one who's told me from the beginning, because I literally, when I hit director, I'm going back and sharing, I'm going back, way back. When I hit director, I was babysitting full time. I was living in Pasadena, and they had a special directors and above training in Irvine or Newport, far. And I had to be there every Monday for 2 months. I didn't have to, but for 2 months, I had to be there every Monday at 5 o'clock. Okay. And I did it. And I went every Monday for 2 months, and I was killing me. It was before I hit the car. I didn't know what I was doing, but that's the beginning of getting her knowledge. And she talked to us about from your head to your heart. She talked to us, you know, she's always told me, you know, you have no control over what other people think, say, feel, or do. You only have control over what you think, say, feel, or do. So no matter what happens out there, you have no control over that. And when I keep those things are always in my head now with my business, and it makes it so much easier. And so these books for us are like that. It's helping solidify what leaders have told us and reinforce what leaders have told us, but then it keeps us going. And we are very lucky to have a group like this for sure. And I know, I wish more people would join us. So hopefully you guys, you know, if you guys can talk to other BPs that you know that you're friends with, encourage them to get on this with us, because we do need different perspectives. I mean, we are all different people on here, and the perspectives are awesome. So thanks, Anne. Thanks for sharing that. And then I'll go to the last person, which is Catherine, but I want to share that Deborah Heiss is so fun. So Deborah Heiss, our president, she just posted on Facebook. You guys are not going to believe this. This is how things happen this is how the universe talks to us. She says, I love this quote. We all face fears in our life, but it is our passion that is not driven by negative emotions, but rather inspiration. What is a fear that your passion has overcome? And the quote says, when you do what you fear most, then you can do anything. How appropriate is that for our book today? Huh. Anyways, you should follow her. Be her friend on Facebook. She's awesome. Okay, Catherine, your turn. Sorry, I see you there now.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, earlier I was having a hard time pressing my mic button because I'm driving.
No problem.
But, you know, Monique, thank you so much for, sorry about my GPS.
You're okay.
Monique, thank you so much for all you do for us. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, this group means a lot to me. Whew, sorry, I wasn't planning on that part. But you know, in reading, listening to this book, somehow it went back to the beginning, and so I thought, oh, I'll just listen to it again. And so I'm still on the passion part because I've listened to the book. I'm on my second time now, so I haven't gotten to the action. But I want to comment on or actually, I so agree, and I'm so with you and Lorene after your comments on Maureen's segment. You know, I'm going through that same thing that she is with my job, and if it wasn't for our, you know, for Neora, I mean, it totally keeps me in, you know, in my happy place because of the, you know, the downsides of, you know, having a 9-to-5 job. I mean, granted, yes, it's paying my bills, and I'm so grateful for that, and I'm blessed that I do have that. But I have to say, if I didn't have, you know, my Neora business and you guys, oh my gosh, you know, and going to a market party every week, you know, it really fulfills my, you know, my need to stay positive and know that I can do this. So, you know, when you conquer a lot of that, you know, it makes the actions fearless. And, you know, I'm not 100% fearless yet, but I'm getting there. And, you know, I can't brag enough about our, you know, about our culture. And, you know, when I talk about it, you know, the last week I was talking to a friend and she goes, "Oh, I want that." And I said, "Well, come with me." So I'm going to have some guests, hopefully at our next regional, and after we get back from Nashville, I'll have some guests at our market party. You know, I said, "Well, yeah, just come meet my friends." And when I put it in that context of, you know, come meet my friends, it wasn't come, you know, take a look at my business. You know, it was the friendship and the culture and the, you know, the loving on each other that, you know, that is attracting certain people. And so when you listen with your heart, it makes it easier to, you know, to share and give the information people need and want. So again, thank you guys so much. I can't love and brag about how amazing you all are, and I can't do it enough. So I appreciate all the stories because it really helps me. You know, I see and hear things that, oh yeah, I can relate to that. And it makes you feel like you're not alone, that you're definitely not alone doing all of this. We all share the same ups and downs, and it really helps build, you know, as a person, and that's, you know, part of what we are. We're making people better, and we're making ourselves better. So that's all I have for today. I love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And I agree with you. And, you know, the stories and everything that we're learning from one another, we're going to encounter with a brand partner that we get. We're going to encounter with the next, you know, superstar we get. We're going to encounter that with people that come into our business. And so when we hear it, we know, like, hey, you know what? Let me get you on the phone with my friend Solange because you have the same story that she has. And let me tell you what she went through. Let her share her story, because in this business, it's about the stories. It's about not, you know, what did they say? Facts, stories, oh my God, facts and stories. I forgot the thing. It's too early in the morning. Facts sell, stories tell, stories sell, facts tell. There you go. Facts tell, stories sell. So you have to have the, thank you, Lori. So you have to have the Kathy and all her dogs. Oh, it cracks me up. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's take our quick picture. Thank you. Okay. Let me do this. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me try to get it better lighting. No, I don't have it. There we go. Now we can see me. Okay. Ready? Smile. Let's see if I got everybody. I do. I have everybody. Okay. All right, ladies. So next time we see each other, well, most of everybody is in Nashville. And I think that we'll see how it goes, but maybe on, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Thursday. we'll have the lay of the land, but maybe Thursday I'll find a spot like right out the doors out of conference, and Thursday right after we finish, we can meet at one little location so we can take a picture together. That'll be cool, and then we'll tell everybody about it with all of our Focus 20 group. Because there's some people who are trying to get there still, who don't come on our Zooms very often, but they're still trying to get there, like Renee from Florida. She's trying to figure out how she's going to drive there. So we'll take our little picture, and then let's definitely hang out when we're out there. And you know, I encourage everybody to pack very well and take, and they said no snacks in the conference if you guys haven't seen that.